today we are playing on my Smurf account, and let's go back to my Smurf right there. Haidukamaru, let's pause that for a second. Haidukamaru, that is my Smurf. I played some Evelyn jungle. We have an Udyr top lane. We have a Vel'Koz mid, that's technical guy. And we have a Rengar support and Twitch 80 carry. The other team is a Thresh and Graves, Junglers and Zhao, Kale mid, and a Riven top. Riven is an awful Smurf, and literally an awful Smurf. Now I know that might be sarcastic and everything, but that doesn't really matter because we are going to be analyzing today's game where I'm going to be playing Eve. Eve is a really cool jungler, you know. Probably one of my favorites, very good in low elo, and this can easily help you guys get some easy LP as long as you play smart and you take advantage of E's positioning, her ability to avoid wards and such and stuff like that. Let me put the direct camera onto myself so it's a little bit easier. So right here at this point, I simply just take blue buff. Udyr's a little bitch and doesn't help me really with my leash. Thankfully, Vel'Koz does. And I just go right over there, blah, 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 take my rates, check for red. Now, here's something I do sometimes, especially in lower elo. A lot of Smurfs will like to, especially junglers, will like to camp the enemy red, and when I'm this low, look how low. This is like 200 HP, yeah, 250 HP, so that's like really nothing for them, especially if they have a red buff or blue buff. Especially for Zen with a gap closer and such, he does flat damage pretty decently, and his Q and his whole kit synergizes really well. So I just check if he has a ward right there or such like that. So yeah, so I take red, I'm pretty low, and then luckily bot lane gets a kill onto Graves. I think Rengar dies too, right? Does he? Yeah, Rengar dies too. So Rengar dies, blah, blah, blah. Right here, I noticed Riven's overextending, and she kills Udyr. She's been overextending for the past minute. So I take advantage of this, and I just like knowing that she definitely doesn't have any pink wards because she started off with a Doran's Blade, and I just wait for the minion wave. If you know like she's dead, like at this point I know she's dead unless she like for some dumb reason goes this way. She's dead. I wait for the minion wave so she can't kite me over the minion wave with her Q and her dash. So boom boom boom, and then right here at this point I waited for her to see me, then I actually start Q following her, kill her, blah blah blah. Yeah, nice. So at this point I need to analyze my situation. I just killed Riven, so Riven's gonna be gone from top lane. So now, should I continue to farm, or do I need to go pressure mid? The answer is continue to farm. I take wraiths. Xin Zhao ganks mid, fails attempts. It's pretty okay. He's got red buff, so I know that he's taking his red. So that's kind of him ganking mid gives me information. I back. I buy. What do I buy? Wait. I buy a longsword, a health potion, and a ward. A ward for my team. You know, as a jungler, you need to control the map, and when you control the map in low elo, it becomes very easy to win games. So at this point, Xin Zhao does a smart thing, honestly. He goes bot, try to pressure it, try to get a kill. Luckily, I was in the area, and Xin Zhao was spotted by this ward when he came around. And he came around this way, which was a really smart thing. He didn't come through this way. Luckily, we had that warded. So I was immediately, instead of going to golems, I went to help out my lane. Rengar jumps to avoid Xin Zhao. I appear. Twitch uses his slow. Nice slow right there. So we have already a good chunk of damage. Rengar escapes, and I continue to chase. Now, this is an important part. He wastes his flash. We're going to keep in mind that a little bit later. So we waste his flash. Zen doesn't have a flash for a while. He takes his wraiths. I go to golems, blah, 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 blah. Now, as I'm taking golems, I need to analyze again. As a jungler, you need to analyze a map. If you analyze a map consistently, look at your mini-map. What are your laners doing? What's going on with the map? Memorizing where their jungler is, where their teammates are. This is a key to gaining elo. Trust me. Now, look at this. Let's analyze top lane quickly. Why is this not showing interface? Scoreboard. Thank you. We look at the scoreboard. And Udyr is down 11 CS to Riven. Riven has a kill on Udyr. And Udyr is level 4 while she's level 5. She is clearly being the lane bully. And Riven is a lane bully. So what do you have to do? You need to pressure her. So at this moment I realize I need to help Udyr. I do not want a fed Riven. A fed Riven is a bad Riven. Honestly, I've played against many times where Riven is fed. And it is no fun at all. So pressuring Riven is a good idea. So right here, I know that she hasn't placed any wards at all, except for her trinket ward right here, which really doesn't do much for her except because I'm invisible. Anyway, so I head up top, you know, blah, 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 blah. And now here's the important part where it's really, I'm going to point out. So Blah, blah, blah. I wait for the minion wave. She goes in. She hits level 6. Level 6 is Riven's power spike, where she gets a ton of damage. Now, pay attention to this quickly. I'll slow down it a little bit. Now, I don't reveal myself until she's already Udyr switch stances, and this is where Udyr does one of a really good play that turns this whole play around. She's taking a tower shot, which should chunk her to around right there. She's gonna get stunned. She gets stunned, right? I'm revealed right here. She notices me right here at this point. So it's too late for her to come back. She uses her wind slash this way, and boom, she already sees me. I just simply finish her off. And at the same time, bot lane, Rengar gets a kill on Graves, which is a good thing, so a little bit less map pressure on me. So, yes. So seeing that I'm top, I just simply push off the wave. You know, I know Udyr's backing, so I want to kind of push it in so Riven would lose some CS. Xin Zhao does the correct thing, soaks up the XP, so it doesn't go to waste. Now I go back. I think I either take my blue or no. I think I take my wolves. And if you notice, paying attention, when I say pay attention to your lanes, is very important to actually pay attention. I pay attention to my mid lane. Mid lane's a farm lane right now. Kale's 8 to CS to 28. So Vel'Koz is definitely dominating. Kale struggling a little bit. Bot is secure in our favor. We have a Twitch that is 2 kills and almost some amount of CS, basically above CS, and I am a little bit under CS, but that's because Xin Zhao has been more farming than I have been ganking. So that's important things to analyze. Like, you need, as a jungle, you need constantly updating yourself. So right here, everyone's being an asshole. Vel'Koz is pushing up. He's doing fine. He's full mana. He's got a chalice, so there's no need to donate a blue buff. Sometimes you just can take it, especially if you're a mana-reliant jungler like Eve. It's really good for Eve, you know, lower cooldown ratios and everything. She can spam Q more faster jungle here. So I just like to just take it. Now at this point, let's go back. Remember about 3-4 minutes ago? Let's take a look. Xin Zhao's flash is still not up. The distance Xin's, the ward right here, Vel'Koz sees Xin immediately. He starts backing off. Right here at this moment, I see that, and I instantly beeline towards Vel'Koz, because I need to support him. Because if Zin's going to go in balls deep, which he is because he's level 5, and Vel'Koz is level 6, I need to be there. Luckily, Vel'Koz gets a slow. Nice. But at this moment, Xin could have flashed, Q'd him, and done a ton of damage with a nice follow-up. But luckily, Vel'Koz, and let's go back a little bit. Sorry, I kind of missed a key point right here that I wanted to talk about. Wait for it. Boom, right here. Xin could easily flash. Flash would position him right here, which for his Q, for his E, perfect range. So, us burning Xin's flash down bot really helped us out with, helped Vel'Koz live in the end. So this impacted Xin's ganking ability. The flash we burned down here, which is really important. So basically, we shuts off Xin. Xin doesn't fail gank. Now look at this. Again, lane bully right here. It's level 7, level 5, pushing in. She has a pink ward. Now, if you were paying attention, well, I paid attention. As Riven walked into lane, she did not place her pink ward. I noticed she had a pink ward in her inventory. As she then left for a little bit, you probably couldn't see it. I kind of missed it because we were talking about something else. She promptly placed it. So, I mean, I saw her leave. So, in the general area, there was 3 different areas where she could have placed it. The most likely, right here. The second most likely, right here. And the third most likely, third probable one, right here. Those are the 3 places Riven could have placed her pink ward against me. So, knowing that for 100% guaranteed, their pink ward is not within this general area, I decide to gank top again. But not through, right here, Xin Zhao does a nice juke little, comes around this corner scene, Vel'Koz overextended. That's a really good thing on his part. I try to do something, but that doesn't do anything. So they get a kill. Very good, helping Kale out a bit. See the pressure up top, so I decide to just place a ward right here so Xin Zhao doesn't come invade me in my red. Bot's doing well. Again, top's getting pressured. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to need some CC or some slows because I don't really have much CC except for my ulti slow. I'm going to need red buff. So I quickly take red buff. And I back. So let's just speed that up a little bit. So right here at this moment, I realize I need a gank top. Right now, I know where the pink ward is. So it's in one of these 3 locations. So I take my best bet, do a lane game. Now, look at this. I wait for her to actually use her Q. Knock up. Udyr comes in with the stun. Boom. And at this point, I reveal myself. So she sees me at this point, at the point she's stunned. So she's basically kind of screwed. She uses her flash. We chase. We go around. I use my ulti right here to slow her. If she would have continued, we would have slowed her. She chooses to fight because she thinks she has the advantage. But in reality, I'm much stronger than Xin Zhao because I have 2 kills. At this point, I ult, so I gain a small shield. I kite her in between her own minions. Udyr tanks the buff of it. Surprisingly, he lives. Survives the ignite. And then turtles, so he soaks up the damage. So that was really nice. We turned the whole top lane around from a losing fight for Udyr to a win. So I'm up. I'm really, I have 3 kills. I'm 41 farm. I'm way above Xin Zhao, although Xin Zhao has 1 gank, has 1 kill. Now, at this point, I'm in this vicinity, and I see 2 things. Xin Zhao is bot. So I know Twitch is fine. Rengar's probably going to get away. There's no problem. Their team is nowhere in ability to follow up. And I can't, counter gank. I'm on the opposite side of the map. I don't have TP or anything. I'm not Master Yi. But what I can do is I notice the second thing. He's got his blue buff. And it's about the time where, going 2 minutes in, 3 minutes in, where they usually take the red buff. So at this time, their red buff should be up. So what I do, I make a beeline for the red buff. Check here for wards to see if Riven saw me invading. Luckily, they only kill Rengar. I take their red. Now, normally, if I see Xin Zhao bot with red buff and blue buff, I would either steal Wraiths, the big Wraith, or the big Golem to help slow down his time of getting Feral Flare. But by taking his red, it definitely helps out my team much, much more. He camps bot a little bit, nothing too big. I go down bot. Vel'Koz is just far more. Now Udyr is a little bit more beefier, so he can actually fight Riven, so that's good. Riven tries to place a ward right here. That's a good place to place a ward right here, deep in the jungle against an Eve. Here, here's a little interesting thing. I think I could have played this a lot better. At this point, I should have gone in, but I was worried that fresh flay / hook would have just stopped the gank completely. So I just sit quietly, stay in the bush, wait for my turn. Being invisible helps a lot. Oh shit, direct the camera. Why you do this? Anyway, so I just hop into the bush. Wait for my turn. Rengar goes in. So they still don't know that I'm there. Keep in mind, I'm invisible. So Rengar goes in, balls deep as hell, man. Goes in. Boom, boom, boom. So immediately, I don't know why he did that, actually. Kind of he thought maybe we'd go. I just, stick around thinking. And I was like, wait, tower is low. Look how low that tower is. That's a great opportunity to go for a tower. So basically, I go in, reveal myself. We take the tower. We die. I ult Thresh. We go in. Rengar goes boom, boom. Nice. So we take down bot lane. Bot lane's down. Now we see Riven coming down the gank mid. No, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do that. But what we can is we have a decent minion wave. So what are we going to do? Simply just push that tower. That's what we're going to do. I'm AD. Twitch is AD. And, that tower goes down pretty fast. So we got the tower, which is really nice. Their team pinged a few times to help. There's nothing we could do. I think bot lane falls. I'm not too sure. Does it? Yeah, but mid lane falls. Wow, sorry. And so Rengar checks there. Blah blah blah. Udyr's doing much better. So let's say hypothetically we could have let this top lane not ganked Udyr. Udyr would have been behind 2 kills. Not have the 2 assists. Probably even more. He would have been struggling. It'd be difficult for Udyr to farm, keep up in pace. Get tanky, whatever he needs to do. Again, I take blue buff for myself. Vel'Koz, look at the lack of wards quickly. This is something. If you're gonna play mid lane, you really, 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 really want to have wards, especially if you're mid lane. And you're overextended as this much as Vel'Koz. Although we had wards right here, we didn't see them come this way. So, well, he didn't. And he basically ganks, gets 3-man ganked. Survives for a little bit, but dies in the end. So, definitely have wards when you're mid lane and you're overextended like that. Now, here's a little misplay I have right here. So, Udyr pings Riven Mia, and I make this mistake assuming she's, I don't know, right here somewhere hiding, or maybe warding her try or something. And I kind of get, I think this is completely by mistake. They didn't know us here, and then I suddenly get revealed by Riven. Riven starts immediately as she sees me. She charges in, so I say, oh shit, this is not good. I'm swooshed. There's no one to help me follow up. Vel'Koz is on the other. Vel'Koz is dead. Udyr is still farming, so I might as well just flash. So I just take the safe way, and I just flash. They think the blue's up, but I already have it. Blah, 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 blah. I guess I see them both right here. I don't think they see me. They don't see me, so that's fine. And then, so I take no. Riven goes this way because she wants to help Thresh and Kale, which is a smart thing. Twitch and Rengar don't really have any vision here. So she makes a smart move, and Xin Zhao goes on me. So Xin saw me, but Riven didn't. So I immediately just, you know, dash, go, blah, blah, blah. But I realized I actually do a lot of damage, so I try to chase him down. Unfortunately, I don't think I kill him. No, I don't. And then Riven, Xin Zhao comes over there. Twitch is over there. Blah blah blah. They chase a little bit. And at this moment, this is where Xin Zhao made the mistake. Instead of just backing off, accepting that they kill Rengar, he got greedy here and just goes for Twitch. Twitch flashes over. I reveal myself. Slow him. Twitch slow. Udyr comes in for backup. Boom. We don't need Udyr, but Udyr came in there for security. Another kill. Beautiful. So right here, I ping drag. This is a nice ward. We have all the vision right here in this pit, so we assumed that they don't know we're taking Vel'Koz DCs for a little bit. Twitch comes help me. We could take Dragon. Very, very nice right there play. I think I ping multiple times for Twitch so that he can just take red or Rengar. I just take golems. You know, my Twitch is 4-0. Rengar's 2-3, so they're pretty big. Now, if we go back to when I took red, I timed it. So I told Rengar, I was like, alright, let's invade their red. You know, gotta help me out. When we went in, we have 1 ward, 2 wards. So we have 2 wards, 3 wards in the area, and they're not deep. They're all around here. And we decide that we could probably fight Riven. I think I whiffed my ulti right there, which is pretty bad. Actually, no, I don't. I get a small shield from it. But we thought that we can fight Riven. She is pretty... She's 4-3, so she's not doing bad, but she's got team to back her up. So we didn't have wards in this area, so we made the mistake thinking that Kayle was probably back here somewhere. Xin Zhao was maybe on the other side of the map. And we make the mistake thinking that we can go for all in. Thresh CC. Kayle does mediocre damage, but it's actually hurting. Great ulti onto Riven, so we can't do any damage. Good Thresh box. Xin Zhao comes in for help, but he doesn't get the assist on me, so that's kind of good. But then he just falls straight up onto Rengar. Twitch fights Graves. I think they fight 1v1, but Twitch just does more damage. Rengar dies. I don't know what Vel'Koz is doing. I mean, Udyr and Vel'Koz are just kind of fighting there. I think they tried to just, you know, come help us, but it really didn't do much. Vel'Koz flashes over the thing. Udyr dies. So now the gold is pretty even. I mean, we're still 3k up, but it's still, I mean... It's still, they you know, they had a big turnaround play. They didn't take the red buff, which kind of surprised me. Now, this moment, honestly, here's where they made the mistake. What they should have done is they should have grouped and just pushed top. Top lane is, you know, you have 3, you have 1, you have Kayle that has attack speed, Riven that just has tons of damage, and Xin that has some decent damage. They probably could have easily taken this tower, but they chose not to. While Twitch just pushed up bot, which is a smart thing. He backs after he loses vision of Kayle and Xin. I come in for backpack check, check for wards. Take wolves. We see Xin. He's where he's in, so we're tracking where he could be. You know, he's in the area. We see Riven taking here. Udyr's like, okay, I'm gonna try to stall stuff. You know, blah 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 blah. Right here, Rengar goes in balls deep again. Twitch is right here, so Twitch is pretty fed. He's 0-5. He's got tons of damage. So Xin, being smart, jumps onto Twitch. Thresh lanterns over. Kayle gives Xin the invulnerability, which is really cool. So that was good. Rengar can actually back him up, so that's nice. Rengar gets the kill. Udyr's there. Blah blah blah. Vel'Koz comes for the backup. Right here. Let's go back a little bit and slow it down. So we go right here. That all happens. Great ulti by Kayle. Just Xin Zhao was a little too deep, and our team does a really nice job sandwiching him. Now at this point, look at this. Their team has Thresh and Kayle. They don't do a lot of damage, let's be honest. Kayle's 0-6. She doesn't have many items, so she doesn't do a lot of damage. Thresh support has CC, but not much damage. This ward all alerts us Riven's right here. Riven thinks that she can back up her team, but she doesn't know that I am there. They don't have vision of who's coming up. So Riven thinks that it's just them. She might think that I'm somewhere in the jungle. She makes a mistake of assuming that it's all clear. We see the ward, and I think she stays. She still doesn't see me, so she just thinks it's Rengar and Udyr. So she thinks she can probably outplay them. But I quickly just ult, slowing her, getting a percentage shield. Rengar jumps, CC, boom, boom, boom. I pop Randuin so she can't, you know, flash or she'll get slowed. Blah blah blah. Nice ulti from Vel'Koz, you know, hitting her. She kills Rengar, which is probably what she assumed she wanted to do. She wanted to kill Rengar or Udyr. We kind of chase right here, but I quickly decide that I shouldn't chase for long, so I just take these minions right here. Like I just noticed, like right there, Kale is not doing damage, and that's one of the most important things. If you have an AP carry that isn't doing damage, and you notice that as a jungler, and you can just build straight up tank, especially because their top lane and jungler are both heavily AD, that makes just your life so much easier. So Vel'Koz starts pushing mid, blah blah blah. I go down bot. We try to gank Graves, but Twitch just 1v1s him because I don't need to get golems. Udyr's pushing top. Great map pressure. A little lacking wards. We could have literally stepped up with the wards. We have a pink ward on Baron. We have a ward right here covering our blue, which is nice. And then that's pretty much all our vision. That's kind of lackluster. We could have definitely stepped it up. You know, a ward right here for some vision into their stuff like there right here. We see that they're taking blue. We think that we could fight them. And I think this is where we kind of make the mistake. Vel'Koz gets a little cocky. Doesn't know where Xin is. Xin comes out. And I think they kill him. Yeah, they kill him. Me and Udyr kind of just back off. We kind of trade. Nothing really happens. A little small skirmish fight. And here's again where they should have just all grouped up, push top. All grouped up, push top with Kale. Unfortunately, Thresh does kind of the right thing because Twitch and Rengar are just pushing top monstrously. They kill Graves. Let's see. Again, at the moment where Graves dies, this is basically almost an him or free tower. So Thresh should have just backed and helped them take this tower. They take this tower. Very nice. They keep applying the pressure. We have another ward right there. Rengar does a nice job with these wards right here. Ward right here, ward right here. We have a ward right here. We have a Baron ward, so it's nice. I'm buying wards too. Now my items are Randuin's and Spirit of the Elder Wizard and normal boots. So I'm way more tankier than actually Xin Zhao is, although means that I'm pretty much on par. Because we are kind of, you know, controlling the pace of the game. And honestly, this game was basically decided by the junglers. If you notice, top lane was pretty much Riven. Bot lane was our team. Mid lane was a tie. So supports were also a tie. So it came down to the junglers to decide the game. I think I did a really well job directing the pace of the game. Udyr goes just man mode right here. And Vel'Koz with that laser right there. That was just epic. Very nice work right there. We decide, we try to chase him. Udyr pops a Nas right here. Unfortunately, just Xin is just too fast, and he just also that was a little bit of wasted time. We could have, me and Vel'Koz could have easily just went to push mid or something way more productive. I think we just end up pushing top lane. I think we push top lane. No, those two push top lane. I just back. I buy Bilgewater Cutlass and Ninja Tabi because, again, Kale does mediocre damage, so I'm not worried about her. I'm more worried about Xin Zhao and Riven damage and Graves damage. So right here, okay, wait, pause. So let's pause. So pause right here. Let's go to the purple side. This is an error purple side makes. Look at that. All of us are Mia. You can't see not one of us. So there's two things you can assume. Well, three things. You can assume we all just backed and we're just doing our camps. You can assume we're doing Baron, or you could assume we're doing Dragon. Let's face it, we're all level 12, 10, 11, 13, so we could be doing Baron, but that's kind of unlikely because we don't want to throw. It happens all the time, and Baron does a lot of damage, especially because I don't have Rhaegal's Lantern, so I'm not like a Master Yi. We're probably doing Dragon, and they don't have any vision of this. So the mistake they make is, oh wait, let's play that. So the mistake is they go for the push-up, and they get greedy for the CS, and then so we say, you see that we slay the dragon. So they don't have vision at all. And now look at this. So we look at myself, and I became invisible right here. So at this point, I just go around this corner, boom, check. I check right here. We have no vision. That means they do not have backup anywhere within this. Xin Zhao could have been right here, but we have a ward right here, so we would have seen him if he's in this area, but he's not. We have area right here, so we can only assume that they're right there, or they're back in their base. So let's look at actually, and then they don't know that we're here. They don't even know our team's there. I'm the only one that has vision of them and stuff like that. So they're pretty much screwed. Now pay attention to when I pop my vision. So I get noticed, I think right about now by Thresh. Thresh sees me, so Riven sees me. And now we can make the choice. Do we want to follow the support that doesn't really do much damage but brings CC, or do you want to take out the damage taker? I think we made the smart decision. They immediately pinged Dragon because they assumed the right thing. We actually took Dragon. So they realized that a little bit late. But at that moment, I reveal myself, slow both of them, gain a really nice shield right here. That was a really nice ulti now that I look back at that. So both of them So I can take Riven's damage. Boom, boom. Randuin slow. Let's move that up here. Everyone just jumps on. Rengar goes in, knocks up. We eliminate their biggest damage threat. That was probably one of the biggest things of that fight right there. This sets up the pace of the late. No, kind of like this sets the pace at this moment. The pace of the mid game. So again, me controlling the tempo of the game, you know, and stuff like that. And right here, we're like blah blah blah. You know, we need to take control of vision of Baron. We should definitely push mid at this situation. So we all group up and we decide to push mid. I think everyone, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think someone backed. Oh no, Vel'Koz went to I think pink Baron, so that's good. So Twitch, we have 2 of the most fed members on our team, including Udyr, who's kind of tanky, so that's nice. And then at this moment, I get targeted by a tower because I did not see Xin, because Xin was in this area, and they think they can go in. Xin makes the mistake of assuming that my team won't follow up, but Kale's off in the distance, so she's definitely without ulti rage. Graves does very low damage. So he assumes the worst. I pop Randuin's, no, I Bilgewater Cutlass him, and then kind of just jump out of it because I didn't want to die. Kind of, you know, and now Kite. Vel'Koz comes with the backup. Kale comes with a short ulti. Unfortunately, Xin Zhao is way too deep to even recover. Twitch just obliterates everyone with his ultimate. Jeez, rat-a-tat-tat, Fall Out Boy, please. Anyway, so we take mid tower. I think we take mid in him? No. Right here. Right here was a nice play by Thresh, and this is a mistake I make. I see Thresh throwing his hook, and I immediately just get caught into it. Notice I have a lot of, what do you call it, armor, so I do survive the main burst, and I don't die. Pop my Randuin to slow Riven so she can't escape. My team follows up with damage. Twitch is doing just tons of damage. We actually end up killing Thresh. Riven kills Udyr, which isn't bad, but since we're both AD, we decide, we're like, oh, screw it, yeah. So nice, Vel'Koz does some math. Geometry, blah, blah, blah. We take the inhibitor. Now, this is the thing that I was talking about in my stream if you were watching this game. Are we going to throw this? Because most teams, they'll take the mid inhibitor and they'll just make a beeline for Baron. That's a mistake you'll do. Notice me. I'm low. Vel'Koz is low. Twitch is okay. And then Rengar has a pretty much decent amount of health, but we don't have Udyr. So that's a lot of our team fight just gone. So that's kind of important. So we decide not to take Baron. You know, we have solid vision control, you know. Stuff like that. I just walk past and making sure, you know, nothing, blah, blah, blah. I back. Udyr is taking top, and they're just applying pressure to mid. So we don't decide, because if we were taking Baron, we would have been low at this point, and look at them. They're all grouped up. They would have easily, Riven would have just destroyed us. She has ulti up. She doesn't have any of her summoners, but Graves combined with, like, a Riven charging in with a Kale ulti, then a Xin Zhao, and a Graves ulti on top of it would have just obliterated us. So luckily we made the smart choice, and we didn't throw at Baron, so we just kind of stall at the game at this point. Let's kind of speed it up a little bit. So right here is another important part. Vel'Koz gets a slow. I know that, what is it? We don't know that they're here. I lied. So Vel'Koz gets a slow right here. Thresh sees it right here, and there's a lot of miscommunication here because these 3 people, they see Twitch and Rengar, so they're like, okay, let's go for the most fed people. And they completely forget about their teammates right here, which is kind of a big deal. You know, your Thresh and AD carry are your support and AD carry are a big part of your team. They kind of got greedy, go for the kills, not looking back at what's happening around here. Basically, Thresh again with the brilliant geometry. Nice Q. I follow up with damage. Thresh hooks the minion trying to save Graves, but that's nothing. I get the reset on my E, so boom, speed buff, running up to him, he flays me. I don't think I kill him now, so we just chase him back down here. And right here. I don't know what happened. Let me back up 30 seconds. But so right here at this moment, we decide to just wait here, thinking that they might come through here. And at this point, I think they knew that we were there or something like that, but Riven goes all out in. Twitch, I think, pops his Q at the same time, so he's invisible, and they just basically beeline for me. Luckily Twitch escapes, and that was kind of a big throw right there. I kind of screwed up there. I shouldn't have done that. I assumed they had vision there. Luckily, they just took a wild gamble, and they actually proved right. So that was a good thing for them. They could have easily taken Baron within this time. They kind of just, spread it out. Very little communication, low pinging. Udyr's applying pressure at the top. That's another thing. So Udyr would have definitely caught in the top tower if they went for Baron. Udyr backs off. Very nice job. Vel'Koz warding a little bit, using the trinkets. We have really good vision. Have wards on their wraiths, so we know if they're going to pass through here or not. Bot lane is pushing a little bit. They back. Xin Zhao right here now makes a I think he makes a mistake right here. He gets completely sandwiched by these two guys. Burns his flash, so his flash is gone, done, out, boom. I think we chase him down. I ping for Baron. You know, we have Udyr, Twitch. Twitch is pretty fed. Oh, wait, let me bring up back the scoreboard. Nice. So bring back up the scoreboard. Twitch is pretty fed. He's 11-1. Has a lot of damage. Last Whisper, Bloodthirster. I'm pretty fed. I have a Bilgewater Cutlass. A lot of tankiness. I'm pretty tanky. Right here, Vel'Koz gets caught. Now, this is where they could have easily probably turned the fight around. But at the same time, luckily, we got Baron at literally moments after. So we decided to just back. Now, as their team comes in, here's where the lack of communication was from their team. 1, 2, 3, where's one? 4. 4 of them are here, and the Baron pit. So it's a 4-on-4. Graves is up top. And if Graves would have stayed them with the fight, they probably could have won this fight. Because Rengar recognizes that the ping, I think he pings it, that he's going to go in. And we basically fight that out. Boom. Nice, trying to, you know, peel for, nice ulti. I think this is a 4-man ulti. Yeah, I hit a 4-man ulti, so I get a nice shield right there. Activate Randuin's for slow. And Riven Flash is over, which is a really nice play because we're all focusing them right there in the group. And she singles out Twitch, who's the most fed. She does a lot of damage to Twitch. I immediately come back, peel for, me and Rengar try to peel for Twitch. Luckily, we kill her. Rengar and Udyr, again, with the cleanup. Very nice work. So we decide to continue to pushing. Blah, blah. So we push, take the inhib, I think. We're not scared of Graves. He doesn't do much damage. I go down, you know, blah, blah, blah. Check for blue. Luckily, it's up. Nicely done. Zen falls up. I stole it right from under him. Right here, I think. Oh, we pinged Dragon, so we decided to take Dragon, I think. Yeah, we take Dragon. Zen sees us. That's fine. That's fine. They're all grouping, so we're kind of grouping. You know, I tell my team, you know, I need to buy some things. Let me finish up buying. I finish buy, and I buy the Blade of the Rune King so I could stick to one person. Peel for Twitch. Randuin's Omen. Peel for Twitch. That's good for him. I get Thornmail. Again, if you look at Kayle, Kayle's damage is mediocre. She has just a Gnasher's Tooth, Haunting Guys, Amplifying Tone, and Doranzing. She doesn't even have Sword Shoes. She's so underfarmed, but she has a lot of assists and 2 deaths. But her being completely underfarmed compared to Vel'Koz, I didn't need to buy a Magic Resist. And I think I did the right thing by not purchasing Magic Resist, not seeing Kayle's a threat at all. I know my base stats were good enough for me to cover if I bought HP from the Randuins and the... Just from the Randuins, I should be fine. Right here, they tried. I think they wanted to go for a pick or something onto Twitch or me or Rengar, but unfortunately, nothing happens. Now, right here, I decide to group with 3 of my members, and let's take a little look at. Wait, is not part? Thresh misses his hook. Right here, Xin Zhao comes from behind enemy lines. Riven is top. They don't know where Udyr is. They don't know where Twitch is. This is a big mistake right here. And we decide to just, you know, like, we see Xin, but at the same time, we're like, okay, let's not all just go on to Xin. Let's just go for their AD carry and stuff. Thresh uses his box. I use my ulti. No, I don't use my ulti. I just use my hate spikes. And suddenly, Xin Zhao is completely sandwiched by 1, 2, 3, 4 members of us. Twitch is immediately heading up top because that's where his team needs him to be. So he's doing split push. Udyr gets a kill. We catch Xin off. Nice geometry. We bait the got rid of the Kayle flash. Get some wards out of the way. And we're just all grouping mid. And we're like, all right, let's just finish this. You know, we're doing good. Some pings were on the bot tower, but, you know, we got super minions coming and everything. So it's like, let's just finish. You know, we got pretty tanky members right here. And I think we just clean up right here. You know, nice solid win. Kill some people at the end. Just finishing some fights out, you know. Nothing too much. Peeling for Twitch again. Twitch does a ton of damage. Vel'Koz does a lot of damage. Nice work. Rengar supports. Still skeptical about it. Xin dives in for no point. There's dead. We have Baron, both we're way stronger. And that's pretty much game, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this kind of different getting better at LOL. Take some tips, you know, review some of your own gameplay, and try out Evelyn. Evelyn jungle is really good. Try out the build that I just, right here I have. Normally I would go Randuin's Omen, Blade of the Rune King, maybe some other Sork shoes, but some other boots. Get Spirit of the get Spirit of the Elder Wizard, definitely. Get Banshee's Veil or another item with AP resistance if they have a heavy AP. And yeah, it gets Sunfire Cape if you need to too. Basically, yeah. Randuin's and Blade of Recruiting are must on Eve. Like, just her whole kit synergizes really well and stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoy, and like I said, thank you for watching, and take some of these tips on your hand. Peace.